Good morning, children. In the previous class we have learned electric generators. There are two kinds of electric generators that generate electricity. AC generator, which generates AC current or alternating current, and a DC generator that produces DC current or direct current. Today we are going to discuss the domestic electric circuit, how the electricity is supplied in our homes and how they are brought in or transmitted to our houses and how they are connected into the various appliances in our home. We receive an electric supply in our home through a main, and it's also called mains, either supported by poles or underground cables, and they are connected to our circuit through a board fuse, and there are two wires generally in the mains supply. There are a live wire insulated with a red color is a live wire or positive, and another one a neutral wire which is insulated by a black color and or which is called negative. And then it is this live wire and neutral wire directly connected to the board fuse. And what is a fuse we have already learned in the previous chapter. It's a safety measure, and it's a piece of wire which has low melting point. So then this fuse wire or the board fuse then connected to an electricity meter in order to calculate or record how much amount of energy, electrical energy that we have used in our homes. Then this meter then is connected to a distribution box, and from this distribution box it is connected to various appliances in our home. So here we can see the neutral wire and live wire, and they are parallel with each other. So in India, the potential difference between this neutral and negative wire is 220 volt, and they are connected parallelly to each socket or each appliances. So we use two separate lines in our home circuits. A 15 ampere current line, which is normally for a high voltage or a high current drawing appliances such as geysers, air conditioners and all. And another one, a 5 ampere line, which is used for bulbs, fans and other appliances. And again a third wire, a green colored insulated wire, also connected to each and every appliance, especially those appliances which has the metallic body. And this green wire directly connected to the metallic body of the appliances, and this wire is called an earth wire. And what is the use of an earth wire? Earth wire is used as a safety measure. If there is any leakage in the appliance, metallic body or appliance, and that leakage will be picked by this wire and then drawn to the ground. And this earth wire is connected to a plate deeply buried under the ground, and so that any leakage of the current will be drawn by this earth wire and will be disposed to the ground, so that the user or the owner may not get the electric shock. So it is used as a safety measure. And this neutral wire and live wire then connected to the various appliances. Each appliance has a switch we use to on and off the particular appliance. They are connected in parallel in such a way that the different appliances can use different times. When they are connected parallel, okay, so this if a particular appliance we do not need at that time, so we can keep it off, turn it off, and the other one, the which one we wanted to use can be used, and especially particularly that appliance can be switched on and can be used, and this is possible by a parallel connection between them only. So generally in domestic circuit we use a parallel connection between the appliances or maybe. Electrical fuse is an important, as I said, it is a safety measure. And how does an electric fuse provide the safety, or if there is any leakage of current or any high voltage supplied is accidentally comes into your circuit, then what happens? The electric fuse we connected first, say piece of wire, will melt since it has a low melting point, and because of Joule's heating it will melt and break the circuit, so that the entire circuit will be, or the entire circuit and those appliances which are connected to the circuit will be saved from the damage. And again, another case, if this live wire and neutral wire, they are directly come in contact with each other, it leads to the overloading, and it is generally happens sometimes due to wear and tear. This insulation of these wires may spoil or destroyed. So when these wires they come in direct contact with each other, it can cause overloading, and this overloading also can cause then the high increase of current will take place in the circuit, so that it will cause the short circuiting and may leads to set on fire. Mainly the electrical fuse usually prevents from short circuiting of the electrical circuit. Overloading also can cause by the accidental hike in the supply voltage can lead to the overloading, and another reason for the overloading is when too many appliances are connected to a single socket also can lead to the hike or the overloading. And this is about the domestic circuit. I hope you understand.